Missing Yes Alada, last podcast of the year.
Oh my god.
Smoke Sessions coming to you live and
Live and direct.
with plenty of smoke. Been a good year.
Have you enjoyed yourself?
You know what? It's been fun. It's
Yeah.
had its ups, it's had its downs. I've contemplated life, as you so rightly put, just before we started. Did too much homework as a kid. Did too much homework this year.
Have you had more good days this year than bad days?
Yeah, I think looking back, yeah.
Your life is calm then, man.
I think that this year has been overall quite positive because we got a lot of stuff done.
We did.
We
Our lives are very different this year.
very compared to last year, completely different.
Yeah.
Last year I was contemplating whether to start YouTube, and this year we have 2 channels
Going well.
going well.
Shows. We have live shows.
We have live shows as well. Sold
done-
out 3.
Yeah.
We've done
3
3,
live
so-
shows. Next year we're gonna do even more. It's going to be mental, Viraj.
2022 is going to be fun, and we're locked in for 12 shows next year. Contract got signed, sealed, and
How
delivered.
exciting. Yes, little Muslim. Well done.
Are you going to bring him with you
Yeah, of course.
along the journey?
Yeah, he goes everywhere I go.
Should we make an Instagram page for him? Nah, it's just long.
Little Muslim in places.
That could work
Yeah, people would watch anything.
these days.
People watch anything. It's been an amazing year for a lot of amazing people. So this week's episode is an award show.
I like it.
We are going to award the good and the bad. We're going to give a round of applause for the great people of this year, and we're going to give the crappy people a nice dickhead. So we have a few categories, right, for awards this year. Kind of like an award show, so best newcomer, best album, all that kind of stuff. But for the year,
Should we make
Right.
NFTs for the winners and the losers and send them to them?
you can do that. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I don't even know what
Yeah, baby.
Where do I even go? What is it? NFT.com or something? What's it called? Where does one buy an NFT? Let's not talk about that.
Come and listen to mine and Faraz's podcast, tuning in next Monday, live streamed on YouTube
Yes.
for
What's
all
up?
your crypto content.
What's your channel going to be called?
I have absolutely no idea. I
Oh,
gave
that's
the...
good. So you told me to go somewhere. That was like, yeah, come to my house. Where? Don't know where it is.
That was the first time I met you. It was like that. I was like, Viraj, come to my yard. Listen, where do you live?
I live in an undisclosed location. I don't want weirdos turning up to my house. Right. Should we start going through the categories?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay. So the first category is come up of the year. Shall I tell you mine? Ardy.
Ooh, why?
Ardy has had a wicked year, man. This time last year, he was working in an Amazon delivery house, and he told his fans in an interview, he said, I told people that we should just do sentimental gifts last Christmas because that was his way of saying, I'm broke. And this year, he's probably a multi-millionaire and one of the most successful artists of the year with like 6 hits.
What's your favorite song of his?
I don't know the names.
Just hum 'em.
I just wanted some more. Oliver
The
Twist.
twist. I love it.
He's had a very good year, man. I think people thought he was just gonna be like a joke artist,
He's actually all right.
but he's good.
Bangs
He's
out some
good.
bangers.
He's got good. People say it's like Formula Music, but it bloody works for him. Listen, he clearly has talent. People are clearly drawn towards him, and you can't knock a guy for putting together something that works for him and people want to listen to. I think fair play.
I think he's played the TikTok game right. He's made catchy, really catchy tunes. He's
Yeah,
come off the back of is it Keisha Becky,
yeah, whatever.
that
it's
whatever that
called,
was, and he's just killed it.
Yeah.
Dominated.
He knows exactly what he's doing. People probably think he's some happy-go-lucky kid, when in reality, he's very clever.
Oh, smart.
He knows
Or
exactly
he's
how
put,
to
he's
make
put
a
some
song.
smart people around him.
Yeah, he knows exactly how to make a song for TikTok.
Yeah, smash. Ardy smashed it, mate. Smashed it. And did he win anything this year at the Mobos? Or was it
Probably.
Central C?
Central C one.
Central C
He's had
one.
a good year as well.
Oh, you know what?
yeah.
If we would do, are we doing artists or is it just anyone in general?
Anyone.
Come up,
Yeah,
biggest come up.
Yeah. I have another winner in mind, by the way. But you think for one.
You know what? I think the biggest come up is Musk.
Elon Musk.
I think Musk has had the biggest come up out of everyone this year.
I mean, he's had a good
This
year.
man went on a rampage.
Yeah, but he was also a billionaire beforehand.
Yeah, but not in terms of that. I think in social popularity,
Yeah.
I think he just took meme culture to a whole new... I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of meme. I don't get it. I'm not really in that space. But this guy just went, he's a 40, 50-year-old guy. and he just went and he was out there just putting his thoughts out there, like no, like it was nobody's business.
Elon's new hairline has given him new confidence.
Oh, and he did it himself.
Yeah, yeah, what a
Well,
guy.
I don't know if he did or didn't, but
Listen, that hairline has completely changed
the
his
fade
personality.
with the top. Ooh,
Listen, we said a good haircut can change a man.
yeah.
Because before the
What?
new hairline, it was only worth like 2 billion. Pathetic. And now
He's worth 200 billion.
now he's worth 200 billion. And it's all because he got a fresh trim.
Yeah, I think definitely Elon's probably had the biggest come up. I mean,
Elon-
Time Man of the Year.
Yeah,
He's put countless people into space.
yeah.
Tesla's doing well. You know, he's in Europe now. He's building a gigafactory. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't really fault him.
That's a good come up of the year. Maybe I think he'd probably be a better winner of person of the year.
Have we got a person of the year?
We probably do, yeah.
Okay, right.
You know who else
Let-
is
let-
another?
Let me take that back then. Elon's my person of the year, but
Yeah.
we'll run it into that.
You know who else is another good winner for come up of the year?
Who?
Hezbollah.
Hasbullah's
had a good year.
forget Hezbollah?
Hezbollah has had a good year. And listen, if he ever has that boxing match with that little kid, God help him. Because Hezbollah's got all those Dagestanis training him. Good luck. But to the Burger kid, Hezbollah's winning that match.
Hezbollah.
Have you seen Hezbollah's got a good left hook.
Has he?
Have you seen it? Because he was messing around with one of his Dagestani mates and he casually walked up to him and threw a perfect left hook and then run away. It was so cute.
He's a little stocky kid, and he
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, ha ha ha."
Every time I see him posing with money, I'm like, do you know what? Yeah.
Good on
because
you. Good on
He
you.
probably got written off by everyone he grew up with,
100%.
saying he was never going to go anywhere because of his disabilities. But he's turned his disabilities into a superpower. And he doesn't even see, he said it himself in an interview that was translated. So who knows if he was actually saying it. But he says he doesn't see himself as having a disability.
He's like 18 years old, right?
Yeah, 1920.
1920. Good on him. Good on him. You know,
He's had a good year.
chilling with Khabib,
No one
messing
knew
around with DC. He's
Haz-
interviews with Dana.
if you do like a Google trend of Hezbollah in 2020, probably no one's searching that name. Now he's probably one of the most searched people on the internet.
Little midget. Little Hezbollah.
Billions of
Love
views
you. Love
across
him.
multiple platforms. I hope he's seeing a lot of that money though.
I hope so.
I hope Hezbollah is seeing that money. I hope they're not ripping him off.
What
who
was
knows if
who's our there's that guy that got out of jail, the small one that did the boxing match.
Little man.
Little Man.
Yeah.
Don't want Hezbollah to turn into Little Man where someone else has taken all of his cash and he's just signed
Yeah.
contracts and he's lost it all.
I hope that's not happening. But who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? We're too far away from Russian media
All
to
of that.
get the answer.
Look, if he's friends with Khabib and Khabib's looking after him, he's doing all right.
I hope Habib's had a word with him. Like, listen, look after your money.
Khabib,
Habib seems like he's good with money.
he
He
does.
seems like he's.
I don't think Khabib's probably spent any of his money.
You know, he's just opened a mixed martial arts promotion.
I do. Eagle FC, right?
Yeah, and they signed Kevin Lee, and they've given him.
They signed Kevin Lee.
Yeah, they signed Kevin Lee.
No
coming to America.
way.
They're gonna do 12 shows in the US this year.
Good for him.
That's a lot of shows.
Good for him. So not only is he an ex MMA or ex UFC fighter,
Yeah.
went out on top of his game, he is a newfound owner of a promotion
Yeah.
that is basically going to be a feeder for the UFC.
Yeah.
Basically, that's standard. And he's got his own cell service. And he's a trainer. And he's
Yeah.
what? He's like 4-0 as a trainer.
More than that, I don't think he's lost as a trainer yet.
Well, Habib, you're doing well as well, mate.
He's doing very well. Habib could have won Trainer of the Year at the MMA Awards. I think Trevor Whitman's probably going to win it
Trevor Whitman is.
because he's got like 2
title fights.
champions. Yeah, he's had 2 champions this year.
He Rose and Usman on the same card, right?
Yep.
That's
And
insane.
Gaethje has had a good year, even though it's only fought once.
They all fought on the same card. Gaethje, Usman, and Rose for the rematch.
Yeah,
Well, good on Trevor Whitman.
that was a busy but profitable day for him.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Should we find the next category?
Go for it. Get shisha me.
All right.
It's good shisha. You done
All
well.
right.
Done well today.
Biggest arsehole of 2020.
Biggest asshole of 2020. Priti Patel.
Priti Patel's up
Hands
there.
down. Hands down.
Priti Patel's up there. But I think the biggest arsehole of 2020 is just the Conservative Party as a whole. What a terrible bunch of people, man. So you're mean to tell me when we were all chilling at home, trying our best to protect ourselves and each other,
These guys
you-
are having full on party.
you lot were throwing fucking parties. I bet you, yeah, at that Christmas party, Priti Patel was whining on a photo of Winston Churchill.
Facts.
100%. Drunk off her face, looking at the picture of Winston Churchill saying, "Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me I'm pretty." What a fucking terrible bunch of people, man.
Whoa. Okay, so Conservative Party. Who else? Dickhead. Oh, what is it? Dickhead or Arsehole of the Year?
Arsehole of the year.
Um, who else?
Who else has been terrible this year? Let me think.
I'm trying to think outside our social media circles.
Kyrie Irving,
Why?
arsehole of the year.
But why?
You signed a contract for how much is he being paid?
I think he's up in the 30s or 40 millions with Brooklyn.
30, 40 million a year. And you want to be a part-time player because you can't be asked to show up to work because you think they're evading your principles, right?
That's a tough one, though.
No, it's not. I don't think
I
it
think
is.
as a okay, you've got to consider the sports aspect of it. It's like if something goes wrong because of the vaccine, and he can't play, or he's not able to play at the peak he's at.
Well, he's not playing, Viraj.
Well, this is true, but if it affects him, then that's like it's slightly
But
different.
it's not.
Because
he's-
it literally takes away his biggest money earner.
He probably does stuff all the time that could potentially risk. He drives, you know. He goes on planes. The risk of driving and having something bad happening is probably a greater risk than taking the bloody vaccine.
Have
In
you
fact,
taken the vaccine?
Yeah, I've got unvaccinated. Of course I am.
Unvaccinated. Triple jab?
No, because I only had my second one
Oh,
recently.
so you got to get the booster. You gonna get the booster?
I'll get the booster when I start feeling a little less vaccinated. When I start feeling a little lighter in my right arm, I'll go get that topped up.
Go get it topped up.
But yeah, he's held his own whole team ransom, and this whole idea of being able to play part time, I think, is ludicrous. I think it's entitlement at its highest level. You are privileged to play in the NBA, something most people will never be able to do, and you are taking it for granted due to your own self-righteousness. You're not making any point. You
I
are not
think-
making a political point that is of the benefit of anyone.
I think okay. So if we're going along that trend, I think Donald Trump is probably up there.
Donald Trump. Oh, yeah.
Just you can't forget that he
Donald-
basically told people to, run on the Capitol building. That
Yeah.
happened this year.
Yeah. Donald Trump was a gang leader who told his gang members to literally run up on a building because he didn't like the people in there.
It was interesting that actually happened this year.
He's a gang leader.
It's insane.
That's mental. What a way to start the year, by the way, January 6th.
Was it January 6th?
Yeah, what a way to start the year.
Wow.
You know
The
what?
gates storming.
You know what bugged me about that whole thing? Do you remember when he was sat in that tent and he was watching the riots from
Was
the
he?
tent?
I haven't seen
Like
that.
it was mission control. Very disturbing. Very, very disturbing.
That is not what I was expecting.
You know, there's some allegations that he was working with Alex Jones to
Who's
mobilize.
Alex Jones?
Alex Jones is the famous conspirator who's on the Joe Rogan podcast at times,
Okay,
and he says wild stuff. You've probably seen him.
probably.
So there's some allegations that he was working with Alex Jones to mobilize people. So he told Alex Jones to get people to the Capitol building via his platforms. Oh, another arsehole of the year, Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse is the guy who shot up those people at the riot and protest that he attended. He turned up with a gun.
Whoa, no, that's
Yeah.
misinformation.
He did turn up with a gun.
Yes, but that gun, everything that he did was legal, wasn't it? I think there's a lot of misinformation around him. I think
Go on.
a lot of that was a media ploy of blaming a white individual
No.
for
Okay, you
that.
go.
I don't know enough, so I want to comment on it and be like, okay, so this is what happened. But from the news channels that I've watched, from the information that I've accumulated, I think they tried to pin a lot of things, like pin a whole lot of problems on him and take him as a scapegoat for what he did.
Okay, Miraj.
He went there to protect people,
No, he did
or was
not.
it? Or am I
He
talking
did
about
not.
someone else?
He did not, right? He's shown his true colors, right? You are talking about the right person.
Am I?
And that's the reason he got away with it, because apparently it was self-defense, right? But he was aggravating people to assault him. If you turn up to a protest with a massive gun, not a small gun, not like a handheld pistol, with a massive gun and a knife, and you're walking around with it, opening your arms, you're going to attract attention to yourself for people to attack you. That's like me poking you to get you to attack me, so then I can shoot you, so I can call it self-defense. How is that self-defense?
Okay, right. So am I talking? Jesus
You
Christ,
were
am I talking?
aggravating a response from people.
Okay, right. So according to Wikipedia, this is the case. This is what open source. On August 25th, 2020, Carl Rittenhouse, a 17-year-old from Illinois, fatally shot 2 men and wounded another in Wisconsin. The shooting occurred during the protest, followed the non-fatal shooting of a black man, Jacob Blake, by a white. That followed the non-fatal shooting of a black man, Jacob Blake, by a white police officer. Rittenhouse and the 3 men he shot were white. At trial, Rittenhouse used the affirmative defense of self-defense and was acquitted of all charges. Armed with a semi-automatic, who stated that they were in the vicinity to protect businesses. Well, this is interesting. Okay,
Mira,
I don't know enough. I don't know. We're gonna have to come back to this
let's
because I don't
apply
know. I
some.
don't want to say something here that is gonna get me.
Let's apply some common sense to the situation.
Go on.
If someone turns up to a protest holding a massive gun, a semi-automatic, yeah, do you not think that's going to spark a reaction and panic out of people?
Oh, absolutely.
So then, when they do attack you, because you are now a threat, they're exercising their right to self-defense because you're literally walking around with a gun, and you then shoot them. Is that still self-defense, or was that you aggravating a response out of people? In my opinion, that's just you looking for a fight. You can't just walk around the street with a gun like that just out in public when you're not a member of the police or any kind of armed force. You were
Wasn't there an ongoing investigation or ongoing trial at the same time for a child that was shot in the US?
I mean, let's just be straight about this. If it was a black guy who'd done the same thing, he'd be in prison right
Yeah,
now.
facts.
Yeah.
Okay, I genuinely I don't know enough. I'll have to go do.
You know what really annoyed me? When they interviewed his parents afterwards, they asked him, "What's next for Kyle?" You know what his parents said?
What did he say?
College. And I was like, "You disgusting bastards." So this man,
No, let's be perfectly
right?
honest. He's going on a flipping press tour.
This man can turn up, shoot these people, take their lives because he was. I don't care what anyone says. He was aggravating a response, right? He was looking for a response at those people. You don't just turn up with a semi-automatic and people are just supposed to leave you alone.
According to the Wikipedia page, the gun was bought as a favor in a different state because he's too young to purchase a gun in the state that he lived in.
I don't care about all of that. My point is listen, in the eyes of the law,
Mm-hmm.
he was acquitted,
But
and that's just the law. But doesn't mean the law is right
okay, I agree with you on that.
because he
The
got
fact
away.
that he shot people and they died, and irrespective of the color of their skin,
Well, he got
it's
away.
wrong.
He got away with it on the basis of self-defense.
so
But
under
now-
the law,
but-
he was all right. But actually, in reality, is what you're saying is that he was wrong. He was wrong
Yeah,
on so
because
many
it's
levels.
a loophole in the law. Because then I can go around and aggravate a response out of people, so they attack me first,
Mm,
even though it was fully my intention to attack people anyway.
I see what you're saying.
So once they attack me first, great. Now I've got a gun. Bang. A guy was hitting him with a skateboard, so he shot him.
How the fuck did I miss this?
What kind of white entitlement do people have where you think it's okay to shoot someone because they're hitting you with a skateboard? What is wrong with America?
Second Amendment.
Jesus Christ, man.
Second Amendment. Yeah,
So-
whatever amendment it is, that's the amendment.
So, our biggest arseholes of 2021, we have Kyle Rittenhouse, Donald Trump, and the Conservative Party.
Well done.
Right, okay.
That really happened this year. August 25th. That's crazy.
Best person of 2021.
Bless you, yes, Alana.
Oh, thank you. Miro's a shower.
Best person of 2021. Who's had a really good year? I think, well, we discussed Elon. I think Beeple had a good year. The NFT artist, he was a good, but it doesn't warrant the best person of the year. You know what? I'll say it. Jake Paul.
Jake Paul is the best person of the year.
Jake Paul's had a cracking year.
I was thinking more on the lines of saving humanity. But go on.
Okay. You know why I say Jake Paul's had a good year? He's brought a lot of fans to boxing. A lot of different people to boxing. He's put on two great, like, if you talk about events, he's put on two great events, right? He's played the media game well. he even was bringing the British crowd in with the Tommy Fury fight. Whatever happened behind the scenes there happened. And overall, the kid's done well. I mean, he's our age, and he's put on two massive fights. He's fought an ex MMA champion. Like, Tyron Woodley is a beast. Let's not beat around the bush. He's a monster. Like, in a ring,
Yep.
he's a killer. And he went toe to toe with him, irrespective of whether it was rigged or whether it was not. He took a beating.
Mhm.
And I've never stepped in a ring, and hopefully we're going to do this at some point. But I think there's a level of respect when you finish a fight, and you can hug the other man and be like, you know what, all's fair, in love and war. Canelo's had a good year.
He's a good year, but that's more like best fighter.
Best fighter.
You should put them in best
I'll
fighter
put them in the
category.
I'm messing this all up. Go on, who's your best person? Let me think.
I think Greta Thunberg's been.
What's she done this year?
Greta Thunberg has had a very good year.
What has she done? I haven't seen her in the news.
Greta Thunberg is really doing well at mobilizing the younger generation for taking climate change seriously. And she's holding these big players by the balls and trying to hold them accountable. And she's being real about it. She's not letting them get away with the usual rhetoric about we're going to cut emissions by 2056 by something. She goes on to mainstream media platforms and she completely debunks what they're saying. Here's what they really mean when they're saying that, and that's not going to work because the research says this. She's done a very good job at communicating the actual climate science in these situations. Because most of the time when we hear about the realities of climate change, it's from politicians who aren't telling us the truth or they're being disingenuous. She comes out and people listen to her and she gives you the real hard truth about the situation and how bad it actually is. And we don't have enough of people at her level of fame, I guess if you want to call it, who are doing that.
I like that. That is a good person. I'm trying to think for humanitarian purposes who's done well.
The thing is, a lot of humanitarians aren't famous, unfortunately.
Bezos with his wife.
Oh, don't.
She's got what, 100 billion in the bank account. She's doing all right. She's
Oh.
doing well.
That's not for humanitarian purposes.
No, hers a lot of it is for humanitarian purposes. I mean, Bill Gates gives away like 90% of his wealth, so you could go with him.
Yeah,
You know what? That's a tough one, actually.
a lot of people accuse Bill Gates of some really wild stuff.
I mean, like the COVID vaccine and microchips.
Well,
This is a tough one.
did you hear about this stuff about Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein?
No, I haven't.
So Bill Gates was on the plane. Bill Gates was on Jeffrey Epstein's plane having a good old time on the island, right? And then when that came out, his wife conveniently filed for divorce. Very naughty. And you know what he said when they
Oh yeah, that happened this year.
you know what
We've had a stellar year, haven't we?
you know when Bill Gates was asked about the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing,
Yeah.
right? You know what he said?
No, go on.
It was very awkward. He went, "Well, he's dead now." Bill, that's the best react. He was on edge when they were asking him about this. He's a very articulate and intelligent man, but
Oh,
when they started
highly.
talking about Jeffrey Epstein, he sounded like me in GCSE French. Comment tout ça, how you say, well, he had no idea what to say. They had Bill Gates on roller skates. Do you know why? Because Bill was on the island having a good old time with his mates. And there goes my job at Microsoft in the future.
And bye.
Well, never getting hired by Microsoft.
Well, it's all right. We got Bezos and Elon. Best person of the year. Jeez.
Here's what I found.
Dustin Hoffman
Who's
is
he?
what she found.
Who's Dustin Hoffman?
Actor. I don't know why Siri wants to play that game.
But Bill Gates has been a naughty boy.
Bill Gates. Bill Gates is not. You really have best person of the year. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. It's a very tough one. Mainly because the people who we should be giving the award to, we don't know their names
Yeah,
because
true.
normally when people win like Times Person of the Year,
Yeah.
right? It's never the person who should win it. It's always someone like The Rock. Yeah. When
But come on, like Musk won it this year. Like that is fair game.
is it though? I think it should be people who are making major moves in the humanitarian world, but those people aren't famous and they're not
Greta's
gonna.
won it. Greta's won Time Person of the Year, hasn't she?
Has she?
Let's
I don't think she has.
We will fact check that. Greta Thunberg. Greta, we need a young Jamie ASAP. Time cover person of the year. Greta Thunberg, Time person of the year. Yep.
She has.
2019.
Oh yeah, fair play, Greta.
Good on you, Greta. 2019 Time person of the year. So she has. So some of them get there. What about the guy that? No, it wasn't a single
Malala got
person.
married this year. Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Malala. Wishing you and your husband
Very merry.
a very
returns.
happy
Very
marriage.
happy
What a
returns.
woman she is.
But yeah, no, she's
Man,
done
that
bits.
she
She's
really
done
fought for her right in life.
bits.
You cannot take anything away from what she's done. You know, it's mad because we really take education for granted. I don't want to go to school, mum. Meanwhile, she got shot for her right for education. Her personal statement,
She is
Ma-
built different.
Malala's personal statement for university really wrote itself. It was one line: "I nearly died for this shit. Let me in." Yeah, fair play. Don't you dare ask me what I got in my A levels.
Walks up to the interview. Opening statement. I almost died for this. Right, you've got it. Fine, cool. Move on. Right, next one.
I took on the Taliban and Al Qaeda. What did you do?
I embezzled money from the Conservative Party. I don't know.
Yes, well, you're in. Congratulations.
Wow. There is actually so much that has happened this year.
What a gal. Right, next category. Right. Best TikTok sound or song. Best TikTok sound or song. My favorite TikTok sound or song, whatever you want to call it, is that song. Now, I ain't never been with a baddie.
I don't know, that's on the telly.
The song is annoying, but the dance is catchy. And for some reason, whenever I see one, I watch to see how good their dance is. I don't even care half the time.
But on your feed, is it women or is it men doing the dance?
Both.
Okay.
The guy, there's this Asian guy who does it the best.
Really?
Yeah, he's sick. You know the guy who does the running on the spot, but really realistically?
Oh, yeah.
He does a good
The
job.
British guy or the American guy?
British guy.
With the hair.
Yeah.
He's sick. I like him.
And
He's
he
cool.
eats food in slow motion.
Yeah.
What a guy, man.
He's literally got over 1 million followers from just running.
Have you tried to do that fake
No,
run?
I can't do it. to
It's
save my
really
life.
hard.
I cannot do it to
I
save
fell
my
over
life.
trying to do the fake run.
Oh, have you got a video of it?
No. I should try and make one.
We should try and make
Yeah.
one. Best TikTok sound. I think you've got to put, you know, the kid doing that. Keisha, Becky, Dada.
No, I don't know that
You don't
one.
know the one where he's in the Palm Angels top. They're outside of the party like a family do, and the beat drops. Odi, odi, odi.
Oh,
You know what I'm on about?
yeah!
That's the one. It's not
Yeah, I
Keisha Becky. It's
forgot about that
Body.
one.
The one that
That
Ardy's
was a
on.
summer one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
was a
was
summer
tight.
one. That was a good one.
I think that Love Nawante.
How's that go?
Oh,
Don't get us copyright infringement.
I'm not gonna get you copyright infringement. Don't worry. I'll just play a section of it.
Oh!
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Goes with so many.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? We can pull up TikTok sounds and just run through them. So that's one. I think Industry Baby had a good year. What really banged? Pop Smokes.
Yeah.
Pop Smokes bang. Start of this year, he was doing bits. Yeah, rest in peace. But you know what?
Pop Smoke's career really took off after he died, which is a shame.
Always,
Such a shame.
Always.
Didn't get to see
Why?
the success.
You know this one?
Yeah.
I think that did well. This year.
Travis Scott.
Doja Cat songs just seem to bust it every time.
Yeah, because she makes songs specifically for TikTok.
Does she? Oh. Start of this year.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
That's a good one.
You see, I'll get it.
A bit too excited there.
Bit too excited. There's been a lot. I think for me, you're definitely Mood. For me, Mood is just carried this year. You put it on.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you're in. You got it. Goes with everything.
That's a good one as well. Right, next category. Best boxing match. Go.
Canelo Plant.
You thought that was the best boxing match of the year?
Bruv.
I'm about to destroy you in this one.
Go on. Wait, we specifically boxing.
Yeah. The best boxing match of this
Did
year.
you say Jake Tyrell?
No.
Okay.
Fury versus Wilder 3 was epic. There was about 47 knockdowns.
Oh, come on. How did I not get that one?
Halfway through the match, my mum came into the ring, hit Wilder with a steel chair, and knocked him into next week. Fury, at one point, when Fury got dropped in that fight, there was a moment where you looked on his face and he was thinking, what is the point? what is the point? But he got up and he was like, do you know what? I'm here now, so I'm just going to try and get through this. Do you know what? Fighting Fury is not my idea of a good set. Horrible. He can outbox you, but he's also 6'9" and weighs 476 pounds, so he could just lean on you. He licked Wilder's blood in the second match. You don't beat guys like that. It's the same with Khabib, right? Khabib used to wrestle fucking bears, yeah? You don't fight guys who wrestle bears. It's a very simple formula for life. If a guy wants to fight you, but you find out that he wrestles bears, leave him alone. He's not the one.
But how can, like, Canelo topped it off, like, king of the middleweights.
Canelo's probably...
Undefeated.
Canelo's not had any,
Oh,
like,
wait,
proper
undefeated at
exciting...
middleweight.
Canelo's had probably not the... Canelo hasn't had the best boxing match, but he's probably the boxer of the year in terms of what he's achieved.
But he's fought, what, twice or 3 times this year?
4 times.
He fought 4 times this year?
I think so.
God damn.
He fought Avni Yildirim,
Okay, I don't remember
Billy
that
Joe
fight.
Saunders,
I remember the Billy Joe Saunders
Callum
fight.
Smith, Caleb Plant, 4 times.
He fought after Billy Joe Saunders.
Yep.
I thought Plant was after Saunders.
Yeah.
And then he fought Callum Smith before that.
Yeah.
And then the other one.
Avni Yildirim.
Jesus Christ. Man's a
No,
machine.
so for Smith, Yildirim, Saunders, Plant. In a
And
year.
the Plant almost fell apart.
And 3 of those guys were undefeated. Which is insane.
That's why I put.
And he
best
stopped
boxing match.
3 of them.
He went all the way with who?
Smith.
God, wow.
Smith's a massive guy. He's like 6'4". He's hard to stop.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who else has fought this year? That's a good match.
What, for Canelo? Or just in general? Who's had a good year? Terence Crawford had a very good year.
Has he?
Yeah, Terence Crawford had a good year.
Who was going to fight Pacquiao but had to pull out?
Errol Spence. I don't think he ended up fighting this year.
No,
Maybe
I
he
don't think so. I think it was it eye socket or something, retina?
Car accident.
Ah, Jesus.
Who else had a good year in boxing?
Javante Davis or nah? Fought twice.
Maybe twice, but he struggled in his last fight.
Did he?
George Kambosos Jr. has had a good year because he came out of nowhere and is 1 belt away from being undisputed, and he seems like a lovely guy.
One
Fair
belt.
play
Who's
to
got the other belt?
him. Devin Haney.
Ah, so they just got to make that match up and then it's good to go.
Undisputed, yeah.
Lightweight.
Boxing's had a good year.
Boxing's had a
Boxing's
stellar
been
year.
terrible for years, but
This year really popped off. You know what? They did well during the pandemic. Good on you. Eddie Hearn and all the rest of you smashed it, mate.
good job, lads.
Good job.
Good job. Right. Best moment of the year
Wow.
has to be England.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. England in the finals
Yeah,
for the first time in God knows how long in the Euros.
yeah.
Sadly, we couldn't make it. We got COVID.
That was a good time in life.
That week was phenomenal.
Watching England through the Euros was a pleasure. But then all the racists ruined it in the last minute.
It's like,
Because a
why?
couple
Why
of black
you
guys
gotta go
missed a
fuck it up?
penalty
Wow.
and you turned it into like a race thing. Weird, isn't it? Proper weird that people do that.
Why do we always need a scapegoat as a country? Why do we always need a scapegoat?
Because of British imperialism and superiority.
That was a rhetorical question. I knew the answer to it,
Yeah.
but thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, I mansplained it. My bad.
Well, what other good moments have we had this year? Put a couple people up in space, not bad.
What else have we done?
Took a gang leader out of the office, White House.
That was good. Yeah, the problem is we took a gang leader out the White House, but then we put a slowly dying pensioner in there.
This is true.
Which
I
isn't
can't
good for
remember his
anyone.
name. Us Indians have had a good year. What can Brown do for you? That is now the question that Silicon Valley is asking. What can Brown do for you?
Why? Because Browns fix things.
No, well, not only that, but most of the Fortune 500, like top 5, are like IBM, Twitter. I think Twitter as well. Google, not Apple. Apple's not there yet, but all the big lot. They've been doing well.
Well
Good
done.
on us.
Well done, brown
You
people.
South Asians, you're doing well, mate.
Well done, brown
You're doing
people.
well.
Well done, brown people. You've done a great job. Congratulations.
Proud of you. We've got more to do. We've got more work to do, and we've got people doing it. We just need to push harder.
Yes, keep making those things.
Token Brown person.
Yes. Right. Best TV show.
You, straight up.
Yeah, you was the best TV show.
You is
I was hooked on you.
you is the bits this
Yeah.
year.
People say Squid Games is up there as well. Haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet?
Haven't seen
At
it.
all?
No. Is it good?
Yeah. You got to sit down and watch that before the end of the year. Get it done.
Is it hard to watch? Is it confusing? Interesting. We'll have to watch did you watch in Korean or English?
Oh, I don't watch it dubbed. I watch it with subtitles.
Yeah.
You can't watch it
It's like
dubbed.
trying to watch Narcos in English. What's the point?
No, I think Narcos has fallen off. Narcos is
Are
really.
they still making Narcos?
They are.
Why?
I think we're back on Mexico season 3 or something like that.
Oh.
Look, first 2 seasons or whenever Escobar was in there, best, hands down.
Pablo Escobar Gaviria. Punta. Sorry.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The actor that played him as well, phenomenal. Oh, you know who else has done really well this year? I think in TV series, maybe not a specific series, but Marvel. Marvel coming out the gate with, What If, Loki, Scarlet Witch, and Hawkeye, and Captain America, Falcon, whichever one it was, and the Winter Soldier.
And the Spider-Man. They've had a good year.
Oh, yeah, they've had a cracking year. Cracking year. I think they've really done well. I hear Power, the next season, so storybook of Tommy or whatever one it is they're on now, has done well. From what I haven't caught up.
50 Cent's had a good couple of years.
50 Cent has had a really good couple of... 50 Cent coming into 2022 is going to have a monster year, I think.
All 50 Cent does is make successful TV shows and ruin people's life on Instagram. And I love it.
Brilliant.
I love that. That's the point in his life he's at now, where he's just being petty and rich.
He's done well. He's done well for himself.
He pretended to be broke for a court case, and after he was acquitted of the court case, he took a picture next to a smart car and said broke on purpose. Obviously, he's not broke. He was just hiding some assets to get away with things.
It's tax planning, not tax evasion.
You rich people. Right, things to leave behind in 2021.
Racism.
Okay, yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, leave
Straight
that
up.
behind.
I think it's disgusting. I think we've all got more education to be doing ourselves, and we need to do better as a human race.
Yeah, but we're not going to.
We've got to try.
Yeah,
We've got to have a little bit of hope, otherwise what's the point?
Yeah. We're never going to get rid of racism entirely. We just got to get it to a place where it can no longer spread and ruin societies as a whole. It has to be such a minute level of people where they can't even have an impact anymore.
It needs to get like that.
Yeah, if we can get it to there, we're laughing.
Yeah,
It'll be
absolutely.
phenomenal.
I think the world will be a much better place.
You know what else we should leave in 2021?
Go on.
Flexing.
Facts.
Can people stop flexing? Just because you go to Dubai, right? You're still going to come home and drive your Golf, right? Stop spending £20,000 in Dubai, coming back and making us feel bad about our lives, even though we probably have the same amount of money, the same amount of lifestyles. You just made worse financial decisions.
Oh, can we go?
Silly people.
I'm a little late to the party, but another come over the year, HS Tiki Toki.
Well, I don't know what that is.
You don't know who HS Tiki Toki is?
No.
He's the British guy that was out in Spain on one of the islands, and all he did was live stream on TikTok. He's like part of culture.
I have no idea who that is.
Right, we need to show you HS Tiki Toki when
like
we got off the podcast.
I
think he had a good come up. I don't know what happened to him since he got back. What else do we need to leave behind? I think there are certain... I think dancing on TikTok we need to leave behind. It needs to stop.
What, the dancing on TikTok?
Bruv, it's more than that now.
I like it.
It's more than that. The app has got so much more to give.
I ain't never been with a baddie. No?
I know, facts, you're with a baddie.
I am.
And she will rip your head off.
She will.
In a headlock.
Yeah, stronger than me.
Facts.
But that's okay.
What else?
It's 2021. Or
Amen.
2022 when people see you.
What else? What else?
What else can we leave behind in 2021? We should leave behind vaccine denial. Vaccines are fine, kids. Get them. You've put worse in your body.
Uncle Mumu is officially green lighting the vaccine.
Trust me, I know things. I've heard a rumour that the vaccines are good for you, so just get them. Trust me. It's fine. You're going to be okay.
Even Joe Rogan said it.
Yeah. I know for a fact some of you put way worse into your body in nightclub toilets, but suddenly...
I can't have a vaccine.
Jesus Christ. Silly people.
Were you scared about getting the vaccine to begin with?
No, not at all.
Really?
Why would I be scared? It's a vaccine.
But most people didn't even understand the definition of vaccine when we started using it.
Most people don't understand the definition of consent.
True.
Don't know where I was going with that one, but
Moving
yes.
swiftly on.
Yes.
I like it.
Right. New Year resolutions is the final category. Not really an award, but I just wanted to ask you what your New Year resolution is. And we should give each other New Year resolutions.
Okay. So one of my New Year's resolutions is to put my happiness and my priorities first. Not be as selfless as I think I've been this year, but try and focus more on the things that I want to progress in. So my personal content, my personal YouTube channel, building up a portfolio of content that I can use so that I can actually sit back and do this stuff for fun. Like I enjoy it, but to be able to actually have fuck you money at some point in my life, I would very much like to be in that position where I can be like, no, I'm not going to take that job. No, I'm not going to do this. It's all right. And that's okay. I'd like to be in a point like that.
That's a good New Year resolution.
Another New Year's resolution would be let's not focus on women. 2021 was like all brakes, no gas. Don't worry about women and explore and enjoy and kind of put yourself out there. 2022, nah, let's just focus on myself.
Well, I'll be honest, Raj. If you spent 2021 focusing on women, you did a terrible job.
Facts.
Jesus Christ. That didn't want to go to plan, did it?
Facts. That did not go to plan. So this year, self-development, put myself first. I think that is a big one for me. What about you?
My New Year resolution is to carry on being sexy.
Well, you do that effortlessly anyway.
Exactly, but I just want to keep up the good work, to be honest.
So yours is more like a build.
Yeah, keep building on that sexiness that I've really put together.
So lose some weight, get the hairline back.
Put on weight.
Oh, Jesus.
Put on weight. I need to put more weight on. I
Listen.
will not stop until I am a tank.
Listen, you look like a tank.
I am a legend. I am so strong.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But
So at the moment, I'm 6'7". I want to be at least 6'11" by the new year.
Are we using different metrics here?
No. I'm going to be 6'11".
Because I know for a fact you're
by
5'6".
2023, I'm going to be 6'11".
Okay.
Yeah, that's the goal.
And then 2024, 7'2".
Yes, and then I'm going to go to the NBA and I'm going to dunk on LeBron James and then probably spit on Giannis and call him a coward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that 2023's ambitions?
I'm going to dunk on Shaq and shout, "Too small!"
I would like to see you get more than a centimetre off the ground.
It's going to be amazing.
Okay,
and then
you
me
work
and
on
JR
that.
Smith are going to go to a nightclub together. It's going to be lovely.
Imagine partying with JR. Henny all year.
Isaiah Thomas was in the league for about 4 minutes.
He got a 10-day. He got a
Yeah.
10-day contract.
He had a good start. He got like 19 points in his first game, and then it went up, and it was bad again. It's so funny watching him play basketball. So much smaller than everyone else.
It doesn't make sense how
It
he
doesn't make sense. It looks like a child running around, doesn't it? It's like who let Chris Paul's son play?
Isaiah is actually good though. Like his mentality is there. You know, he's built different compared to a lot of the other people. He's been through a lot of heartache and hardship.
Yeah.
What's your New Year's resolution for me?
I think for you to just enjoy yourself.
More.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself, man.
Okay.
You don't enjoy yourself enough.
Okay, I'll take that on board.
Yeah.
I will definitely.
And you
take
know
that
you
on
need
board.
to.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. That's what putting me first is
Yeah.
a bit more of like taking time out to do the things that I want.
You should get back into yoga when you can as well.
I
'cause
will
think
when my
yoga's
back
good
is
for-
fixed. Thank you.
Because I think yoga's good for you.
Oh,
Not for me though. It's not good for
my New Year's resolution for you is to pursue comedy hard.
I'm not going to do that very much.
Nah, I think there's something there that we can build on.
What do you think I've been doing, Miraj?
I think it's like half and half. I think it's like
Shall I quit my PhD? Is that what you're
no,
saying?
I'm not saying quit your PhD. What I'm saying is that you can 100% push the comedy aspect of your life more.
Possibly, yeah, I can, yeah.
I think the PhD you've got to a really good level of like you're gonna get what you need to get. You're gonna achieve the things you want to achieve, but the comedy is an aspect that's like there, but it's not at the forefront. And I know that you love it because I see your face when we do the shows, when you're up on stage, and you enjoy it. So I think overall, enjoy it and keep enjoying it, but push it, like actively push it
I will.
to 2022.
That was the shit.
Look at the elbows.
Yeah, look at you.
My guy.
I taught Khadija that day. It was really useful.
You taught me that,
Yeah. Did I?
Yeah.
Spreading knowledge.
not misinformation.
That's all the categories. Where are we at?
40 minutes.
That's fine.
45 minutes.
That's fine.
Done well.
Yes.
Nice short one for you.
Can I do a promo?
Please be my guest.
1 Minute Smoke, January 27th. Get your tickets. I am fuming, right? I just want you to come and have a good show. So I don't have to turn up to your house in the middle of the night holding this little thing and scaring the life out of you. Right? Just do the right thing. Buy your tickets. It's going to be a good time. We're all going to have one, and that's it.
Tickets will be in the link in the bio. Enjoy yourselves. Come along. We've already sold half of them anyway. So if you want those early bird ones, get them in fast.
Yes.
Have a smashing 2022, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.